Hello, everyone. Welcome to the September 13th Sovereign Life team call. Today, we're going to be talking about our new schedule and really how to use it as a tool to grow your business. First, I want to do a little bit of recognition. Congratulations, Alicia, for going executive this month, for achieving your power start. We're so happy and excited for you.
Congrats, Alicia.
Congratulations.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the process of getting there and how you feel now?
Honestly, the process, I don't think I would have gotten it done without, Elena's guidance and her support for sure. That was a huge foundation for me. So thank you so much. And a lot of it was just, reaching out to my family and my closest friends, introducing them to the products, but also, counting on them for support as well. They were really excited for my new journey, and in turn, maybe eventually it'll be their new journey as well. So it was just, a lot of dependency on, not dependency, but willingness from my friends for support. So that was really nice. My next goal is to, step out of the range of just my closest friends and expand, those horizons.
Right. But how did it, was it uncomfortable reaching out to friends?
My closest friends, no, but there's the people that you have close that you're not necessarily as close with, that I was kind of hesitant to bring it up to, my school friends. I was like, oh, what are they going to think? They're going to ask, think I'm mooching, or I want them to spend money on me. But all in all, everybody was very supportive. And, like you said, you have to get used to being uncomfortable. But all in all, it was good, definitely. A learning experience at every turn, different ways to approach people and the products. And
that's awesome. And that's it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how would you describe how you feel with respect to the confidence you now have, now that you've done, this is your first month of the business, and the next goal that we've obviously set for you is silver by the end of the month. So now that you've hit your first milestone, how are you feeling gearing up? We're halfway through the month, but gearing up towards that goal. And it's
still nerve-wracking. It's still I hear it and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna hit it, but it's overwhelming to see how I'm gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? I have to definitely make those steps and those changes, and I get in these moods where I'm very motivated, and I reach out to a whole bunch of people, and then I kind of get discouraged sometimes because people don't respond, or they'll read my message and not respond, and I'm like, tiny setbacks, but nothing major. But definitely, confidence is something that I will continue to strive for, no matter what. So
yeah, and I saw your Instagram page, Health and Harmony.
Yes,
I love it. I love that you decided to what's your plan or idea with this page?
That page, I think, for me is more just advertising wellness and the products and integrating them both together. I will also post on my personal page, probably not as much, but reposting my Health and Harmony page, just because I really liked the idea that your dad said, you have to have your business self, and you have to put your business hat on, and then you have to have your own private self. And I really appreciated that, because I don't usually like to mix work and business with my own personal life, you know what I mean? I don't want it to take over everything.
Yeah.
But there definitely will have to be a relation between the two, because I already have such a large following on the other, my personal account.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think it's great to even have a health and wellness page, and then you're providing, valuable tips for people about health and wellness in general. And then, adding the products in as this is a tool to help you do that.
Yeah.
Right. And even talking about business opportunities and stuff as well. So it's wellness entrepreneur vibes.
For sure.
I like the idea. I like that you have created this separate page to brand it that way. I think it's really smart.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what you do with it. And now I can leverage that and repost that too.
Yes.
So it's great.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because we're also still navigating even for ourselves, how we're going to create more of a social presence and leverage social media in general. And we've gone back and forth about this idea of creating a separate page. So definitely keep us in the loop about how that progresses, because
For sure. I'm going to even try, I took a few pictures of my sports bottle, and I want to try sponsoring the post and see like how many people they actually reach out to and who sees it, how many followers I get, just as an experiment to see, you know, what Instagram does, and see how it works, you know.
Yeah, great. I think that's awesome. You're already thinking like an entrepreneur, you know, investing in your business. I think that's amazing.
For sure.
I'm really excited to see how you grow and your team, your business grows, everything. It's going to be really great. And we're very, very grateful to have you on our team.
Yeah,
I'm grateful to be here, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. We had some other great wins today or this week. Someone on my team, Tiffany, she had her first sales, her first customers, and it was also her mom and her aunt. So that really is how it starts. It's just from reaching out to, you know, your close friends, and family, and introducing this to them. And more than not, like, they will be so happy to support you. You know? I don't know if you guys wanted to share any wins this week, but that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah, I think that kind of covered mine as well.
Well, I can say on my part, like, when someone says no, it's not always no. And for me, I reached out to someone a long time ago, actually got them into the process, and they said no before the ABC call. However, they gave me referrals. Now, those referrals didn't go anywhere, but I did educate them on the products. And I even had her come to the house and see my waterfall system. And she said no. And literally 2 days ago, I got a message saying, hey, I want to buy a sports bottle and a shower head. And I was like, great, let's get on the phone. And I called her that night, and we purchased the item together.
Oh, wow. We have a special guest.
Ben.
Hey, Ben. We were not expecting you.
No.
Surprise.
How's it going?
I was just a very special guest.
Yeah.
I was just chatting with your dad, and he gave me this link and said, hey, you should jump on and say hi.
Oh, well,
my gosh.
Thanks for coming, dropping by.
We're hoping to have you on, definitely. For a call. Ben is a mentor of ours, and he has been a big part in our process of just getting clear on our own goals and our vision. So he will be a special guest for sure to come.
we don't have the whole team here, Ben.
Yeah,
but this is actually my cousin Alicia, and she joined about a month ago, our team. So yeah, she actually just reached her first milestone of Power Start and Executive a couple days ago. So
hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been awesome. We've been taking some time to kind of go through that process and, you know, start to look forward to what's ahead with respect to silver. We're really excited about it.
All of you are leading by wonderful example. You know, you've all reached the rank of silver super fast. You've done a great job. And I think you've got, you know, all of NICAN and North America kind of sitting up, listening and watching. And this is great. This is really, really good. So,
yeah, we got some momentum going now.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Yeah.
Now it's getting fun for us, at least. Like, I can speak on myself, but I think Sven and Elena would agree. It's getting fun for us because now we get to help other people get where we just were. And that's really where like a lot of the fulfillment comes, is being able to guide and mentor others and just share with them like what worked for you, and, you know, help them get their goals done as well. So,
that's really the key, you know. Get to silver yourself, know what it takes to do that, and then it's all about teach and train, and that's the fun stuff. The teaching and training is the rewarding fun stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, and helping others get there that's the good bit. So now, am I interrupting your meeting by jumping on and saying hi?
No, I was gonna say though that this is recorded, so if there's anything, we're gonna share this with the team. If there's anything words that you want to share, What topic would you give him, Sophia or Elena?
Oh my God, I wouldn't even give a topic. I would just say Ben. So our team is gonna watch this video. They're all new members, all like within their first month and a half, 2 months of, joining me again, starting to learn about the products and have their own experiences. They all have a goal this month that they're going to achieve, whether that be power start or a 3,000 point volume or silver rank, because we have different incentives for each of those this month within our team. So that's kind of the state everyone's in right now. And this is our first, we changed our team meetings. Usually they're Wednesdays. We changed them to Mondays because of the new schedule we've implemented. And I know that my dad shared that with you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, knowing kind of context, what's the advice that you would give to our team right now?
I would say your start, the initial experience that you have, you're going to get asked about a lot throughout your duration of time in NECAN. As you bring new people in, as you teach and train others, they're going to ask you, when you become a leader, well, what did you do to get started? What were your first months like? Did you do this? You're teaching me to do this. Is this what you did?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you really want to make sure that these first few months that you have, you drive towards your goals as authentically and as ferociously as you can. Yeah, because I think in doing that, you're going to have authenticity in what you say as a leader thereafterwards as you teach and train your teams. Because everyone that wants to be a business builder is going to have their own story to tell for the rest of time. And part of that story is how I got started in NECAN.
Right.
Yeah. So right now, if you're brand new and you're listening to this, you're in the process of answering that question for the future. Your future self is going to rely on you right here and now to be able to say with strength, I started strong. Yeah, because that's going to then inspire, encourage others to do exactly the same thing. And if you run at it, people will just copy what you do. This is so much a business of mimicry, yeah, where people will just copy what you do. And it's interesting, there's this saying that my wife has always said, I can't hear what you're saying. Sorry, what is it? Who you are shouts so loudly at me that I can't hear what you're saying. Yeah. And that's really true when it comes to leadership and mentoring.
Yeah.
That, if we're to be an authentic mentor, then it really comes through not just in the words that we say, but in who we are and how we conduct ourselves. And that is felt, energetically, vibrationally, that is felt if we are authentic or not in what we're doing. So I think it's really, really important. Start strong, have those goals really clear in your mind, run after them, know that you're going to be sharing that example for many months and years to come, and it will do your business a great service. And the other point to that I would stress is that it creates a culture in your business where people copy. Yeah, and if you want people to run at a good pace, and we know that speed is helpful in this business, yeah, to get that momentum and that traction going. It's much easier, isn't it, if you're pushing a car that's at a static position. Once it's up and going and it's moving, it's much easier to keep pushing that and get that traction and speed than if you're in a very slow pace.
Yeah.
So to get that speed and to have that as a part of your culture, it all comes down to what I do now. So I would just really encourage that, and appreciate the personal sense of responsibility that you have for your business to succeed. Yes, it's duplication, yes, it's teamwork, but I've got to make that work for me. I've got to become the silver. I've got to do the power start. I've got to get to executive right away. I've got to do this for me now so that I can help others do it later. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that was perfect.
Thank you so much, Ben.
My pleasure.
Always a pleasure to hear from you.
Yeah.
It's always great to be with you all. And again, just one last remark to everyone listening. one of the strengths of this type of business. Yes, we look at the products. Do they work? And we've got a 46 year history that demonstrates that they do, because it's word of mouth advertising only. Yeah.
Mhm.
So confidence in the products, a compensation plan that rewards. We've got evidence. Your dad, uncle is a great example of that. Yes, it works. The other thing that really matters is belonging to the right team, that community of people that we can have trust and confidence in, that as a collective, we can get there. They're going to train us, they're going to teach us, they're going to have our back, and we're going to be able to work together to get the right results.
Right.
Not everyone gets that luxury. They might join the right business, but might not get that benefit. So whoever's listening, I just want to validate this group here that's on the screen. You've got a great team that's got your back, that's got a great culture, that's got a great philosophy, that's got great core values, that's got great leadership skills that they've grown up with, they've been a part of their lives, which is just so important. So you've got a position of strength and an advantage over so many others because of who you're joining and partnering with, not just what you're doing. And that's something that's really good as well. So you're very, very fortunate, whoever's joining this group.
Yes, we are
Thank you.
very fortunate for everyone who is deciding to join our group as well.
Yeah.
The more they motivate us too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Seeing everyone make strides towards their goals is getting us more excited about our goals as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes your vision gets higher and higher and higher, and your confidence grows, and your expectations and goals start to change as a consequence of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you
No
so
worries.
much.
You.
I'll jump off the call. I'll let you get back to your business. I just wanted to
Thank
jump on
you.
and say hi. And
We're
just-
glad that you did.
Always a
We'll
pleasure.
have you come and do a whole call for our team.
Yeah,
Probably
I'll-
before the end of a month would be great. Maybe next week
absolutely.
to give us a nice
Perfect.
little end of the month push towards our goals.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Midway.
Okay,
good to-
Ben.
Cool.
Take care.
everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ben. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys got to meet Ben.
Mhm.
Ben's an amazing guy. He's so smart. Everything that he says is just like magic. Like he just is amazing. And you'll get to know him more and more as time goes on. Okay, so sorry, I was just texting Tiffany because she's having some issues with the password and Wi-Fi, but that's okay. We're gonna send her the recording. Okay, let's talk about the objectives for this week. So that's this new schedule that we've implemented. I'm actually gonna pull up the graphic here so that I can talk about it and show the schedule on my screen. Just give me a sec. Okay. So, can everyone see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so something that I learned recently as I continue to, grow and evolve in this business is that everything has a rhythm. Everything has like a natural rhythm that it follows. Some businesses have an oscillating rhythm. I mean, they're sometimes making steps forward, sometimes taking steps back. Other businesses have a rhythm where they're constantly growing and they're growing at an exponential rate. And so we want our business to be one that is constantly growing and moving towards, the direction of that big vision of having the most influential wellness community on the planet. So we've decided to put a schedule in place that is going to give us like a weekly rhythm and one that incentivizes growth in our team. And also enables you to leverage the time of others to grow your business. So I just want to go through this briefly. We're going to have our team calls on Mondays, and that's 7 to 8 p.m. That's the call we're on right now. That is an opportunity for all of us to come together to touch base. And you also have to recognize like team culture is very important in a business like this because that's part of the reason why people join this business. It's because they want to be part of something, because they want to build their business with a support system. So think about it. If you're wanting to bring people onto your team, and yet you're never showing up at team calls, what message is that going to be sending to the people you bring on? Do you think they're going to want to go to a place where there isn't a strong culture, there isn't a strong bond between the team members, where they don't feel like they belong? We really need to come together to create this like feeling of belonging. And we do all belong here. Why? Because we all have the same values. We all want the same things out of our life. But unless we like actually put in effort and time and literally an hour every week to like coming together, getting to know each other, talking about our goals, talking about things that happened that week, starting to really feel like a team, supporting each other, right? Recognizing each other's wins. These are really important things because that's what's going to draw people to us. There's power in numbers. So making this team call every Monday is so crucial. And if you have a conflict of like with your schedule where you will never be able to make a team call, I know some people are not in the Eastern time zone. That's kind of tough because, you know, mostly people are free in the evenings. So I don't think we'll be able to do like daytime team calls. However, in that case, the objective is to help you create, you know, your own team call and start to grow a team that way. But for right now, this is the time the team call is. If you have any objections, please let me know. If you like know every Monday at this time, like I'm for sure not free, let me know and we'll see what we can do. The next is gonna, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to jump in for a second because as we mentioned, you know, we're building culture here. And so we want everybody to kind of engage and provide input into what it is that you guys expect out of these team calls. You know, what kind of energy do you want to be feeling and what can we do to even help cultivate that? Because ultimately each and every one of us is going to be contributing to that culture and that dynamic. And, you know, maybe for the first part of this, you know, getting things going, we are the ones who are leading the calls, but ultimately we want each and every one of us in the calls to be able to do that as well. So we really value your input and your perspective and your engagement. We want to create that inclusive team culture.
Definitely. Thanks for that.
And that requires you to show up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Requires you to show up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like make it a priority. Like this isn't just for you. This isn't just for us. Like this is for your business too. Right. It will not grow if we do not have a strong team culture. Absolutely. It won't grow if you're not showing up and getting, you know, the trainings that are happening every week.
I just think like if you expect but yeah, if you want your team to grow, you need to be showing up and not putting it off as like okay, if I'm free today, I'll join.
Right.
It has to be part of your schedule.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the next thing we have on our schedule is product experiences. Mondays 8 to 8:30 p.m. So we'll have our first one of these next Monday. Basically, this is a half an hour time span where we're just going to share product testimonies. We might pick a few people to share a story that they have for the week. Maybe we'll bring on some guests from the Nikken community to speak. But this is something that we learned from a guy named Leo Lemay, who is, he's doing really well. He's in Montreal, and I believe he is like the fastest growing business right now in Canada, maybe in North America as well. He's producing a lot of volume. He's having a lot of new signups. He's like the top sponsoring consultant. And something that's working for him is he's literally having he has an hour team call, and then he has a half an hour segment after that where it's just testimonies. Yeah. And that's when you invite your guests. Maybe it's potential customers. Maybe it's new team members that you've just signed on who are don't know what products to buy yet. Maybe it is people who are looking at the business or people who just want to learn more about the products. And, you know, imagine getting on a call and just hearing boom, 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 one after the other, just stories about how great these products are. So everyone who has had an experience with the product can speak on this call. But we do want to get specific testimonies and stories. Like even, Tiana had an amazing experience with her dad. I would love to have her dad come and like share his experience on that call. I think that would be really special. And imagine like you're someone who's not involved in NICA and who's listening to that. You're going to be like, wow, that's pretty cool. I know someone like that who could really benefit from this. So that's an important segment there that really validates the products. Really, when you're like getting someone through this process of information, you want to validate the business, validate the products, and validate the plan, right? So validate like Nikan as a whole. That's how you validate the business is you have an ABC. You learn like, okay, this is someone who is like really succeeded in this. So if they did it, then I can do it too. Okay, it's a viable business. Validate the product. That's why we have this call here, this testimony. That's to validate the product. And then validating the plan. That's what my dad's going to be talking about on those what it takes calls. He's going to be going through what we call the what conversation, which is like, what does it actually take to get started? What is your business plan? When you start, like we have a model that we suggest you follow. Obviously, it's not, mandatory, but this has been a tried and true kind of plan that has worked to help people grow. Right. So as a newbie coming in, a new entrepreneur, maybe, just learning the ropes of Nikan in general, you're going to want that information because you're going to need to know like, okay, I'm signing up to do this, but what am I signing up to do? Oh, okay. This is what I'm signing up to do. Right. So that's why we have those Thursday calls, 8 to 9 p.m. Again, this is an opportunity for you to invite prospects to this call. And really the goal every week is to get as many prospects as you can to that Thursday night call.
So can you just be clear, this isn't the what conversation?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
So
is.
the what conversation isn't to invite prospects.
So you're going to have your why conversation and you're going to send the Sovereign Life link, which is how. And then this is going to be the what.
Yeah.
So
So
it's why,
sorry,
how, what.
this is like the ABC.
Yes, essentially.
So
it's a group ABC.
essentially it's the people, like just to clarify, when you were brought onto this team, you had a one-on-one call with your B, which would be me, Eleanor, Sophia, and your A, which would be my dad. And this Thursday night call is to be able to have more than one person coming in at a time. So number one, it's easier on my dad, but also that we can get things rolling faster. So you're going to have that call in the 8 to 9 p.m.s on Thursdays, right?
It's like being more efficient with our time instead of having individual ABCs, which we still will have individual ABCs. Like, first of all, not everyone you talk to is going to be able to be free on a Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some people who you're like, you know what, for this specific person, I think they really need to have like a one-on-one call. Maybe they come to this Thursday night meeting and then they need to have a one-on-one ABC after because, it's like they learned so much here and now they just need a little bit more information before they're like confident making a decision. Right? So now it's like the ABCs, the one-on-ones are a lever that we can pull either before or after this call to help somebody feel confident making a decision about whether they want to get involved. Right. So it's like, because this is the thing, it's like, okay, so once you have like one ABC with my dad, it's like, you're not going to set up another ABC with him again.
Yeah.
For this person to see if they're not going to get any more than what they just did. So now it's like, we know, okay, Mike's going to be here Thursdays at 8 o'clock. I need to get my prospects there. They're going to hear from him. Hopefully they can decide by then what they want to do, because at this point they would have had the why conversation. They would have and if for that, go to the contact and invite training that we did last week. Please review that. It's so crucial. Like that is literally the number one skill that you have to master if you want your business to grow. Like it's everything.
Absolutely.
Then there's the link. So that will give people a brief context, and then they're going to come to this conversation. They're going to learn what it takes and they'll be able to decide. And if they can't, then you're going to pull the lever of the ABC and you're going to be like, okay, well, let's get on a call with, my partner, either me, Elena, or Savannah. And hopefully we'll be able to give them any last, confidence that they need or answer any last questions that they have. So yeah, I hope that is clear. So this Thursday, we're gonna have our first one of those. I already have somebody coming to the call. I know that one of my team members, Sam, she has somebody coming to this call.
I have
And
someone coming as well.
Elena has someone coming to this call. So make sure you're there, guys. It's gonna be great, and try and get, some of your prospects there. I think it kind of takes the pressure off when you're like, this
Yeah.
is like a group call. Now I just come and learn more. Like there's no harm in it. This is a call that's happening. Now, something that you don't necessarily want to do is tell people that this is a weekly call, at least not upfront, not right away, just because if they know it's a weekly call, they just might be like, oh yeah, I'll come when I have it, when I can, when I have the time. It's like, no, you want them to commit to coming this week.
Right.
So tell them like, this week we have this call to learn more, and I would really love for you to be there. You're somebody I thought of that I wanted to introduce to this. This is a call that's happening this week, to give you some more information on it. Can you make it? Type of thing. And then if they can't make it, I would say schedule a one-on-one, and then maybe invite them to the next one after that if they need more, more information. Yeah, that's what I would say. And then Saturdays, we're gonna have a getting started call. So this is strictly for new team members. New team members coming on board. Basically, what are we gonna talk about on this call? We're gonna talk about investing in your own products, and have people ask questions about all the products so they can decide what would be best for them. We're going to talk about the contact list and how to do your contact list. And we're going to talk about setting a goal. And that goal will most likely be Power Start, because if you're new, like that's first thing on the goal chart is hitting Power Start. How to actually achieve Power Start. Like what is some tangible steps to achieving it, like practical. Like for example, one would be buy your own water pack, sell 2 more. Boom, you're done, right? Write your contact list out. Identify who's going to be partners, who might be customers, and who you're just going to call to ask for help. That's that's a really important step for somebody to do when they start this, because it really gets them over like the mental hurdles of thinking that they have no resources, that they have no one to talk to. And then once you see it in front of you, like this whole list, you're like, oh, wow, I actually have a lot of people to talk to. And I think that gives you the confidence to actually go out and start that conversation. So that's getting started training. Is going to be like a weekly call that happens for new team members coming on board. And so really the goal is like, from Sundays to Wednesdays, you're having why conversations and you're inviting people to the Thursday call. Now, hopefully at the Thursday call, they'll get all the information, and they might text you right away and be like, okay, I'm in, like, how do I sign up? Or you might follow up with them the next day or after the call is done and be like, so what did you think? Like, have you made any decisions? Do you need more time? They might just be like, I need to sit with it, whatever. But hopefully on the Friday you can kind of close that deal and have them decide like yes or no. Of course they might need a bit more time, in which case I would invite them to the product experience on Monday, right? So you always want to have like another thing to invite them to until they have decided yes or no. Like you want to keep them engaged in some way. You want to continue to have them exploring and learning more, right? So, okay.
I have
Yeah,
a
go
question,
ahead.
sorry. So just to clarify, a prospect who hasn't actually signed on yet or made the decision wouldn't come to the getting started call. Let's say it's Friday, they're still uncertain, they need a little bit more time, want to do more research. Great, come to this call on Monday. We're going to be talking a little bit more about Beacon technology.
Yeah, I think, because I really want to keep the getting started call as like a getting started call. Like you just signed on, like this is what you need to do, right? Kind of thing. Yeah. But hopefully like after the Thursday call, Fridays we'll have people like have made a decision, and then you invite them to the call on Saturday to get started. And of course, again, maybe not everyone's going to be able to come to a Saturday 12 o'clock call. Maybe they have work at that time. In which case you hit up your upline, either me, Savannah, or Elena, or Savannah, and you say, I have this new member on my team. I want to get them started. Let's schedule a call. And then you schedule a call with us and we get them started, yeah. So if that's all good, I hope that makes sense. Alicia, what do you think of that? You're muted.
I like it a lot. I feel like people will feel less pressured when it's, just 3 people in a call, and they can really see different people's perspectives and where everybody else's head is at, and really follow that, positive,
Momentum,
like emotion, momentum. And I like it a lot.
And sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think also the great thing about, especially the Thursday calls where we start to have groups of people, especially in the beginning, those that are coming into the process, any type of prospect, they want to see that they're joining something, that there's a team, there's a movement, there's something behind just what you're sharing with them, right? So that's definitely an encouragement and positive feedback for them to join into something like that without the pressure, like you said, of having to make a decision or having to be as direct about what it is that they're doing.
And more to that, they get to see the people that they're working with and what kind of people we are. And, not for anything, but I think you guys are all really amazing, open-minded, really great people to be around, and people like that, they gravitate towards that. So nobody wants to work with people who they don't really, know or are faceless.
100%. It's like social proof, you want to know, you're not just starting something on your own, there's other people who believe in this as well. And it's okay, if they believe in it, then it must be something, of value.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's why it's important. People oh my God, I've got hiccups. People show up on these calls because then your prospects are seeing the community that, oh my God, the community that you have, and are feeling that. And I think that's one of our main goals is we want to build, oh my God, I can't get rid of it. I'm sorry, guys. We want to build a community, and we want to have that community feel. And in order to have that, we need to have people with us. Sorry, guys. It just, I'm trying to get rid of it with this water. It's just,
it's okay.
I'm not betraying, but it will go away.
It's okay. You're allowed to drink Perrier. Okay, yeah. So it's a rhythm, right? That's the point. It's meant to be a rhythm. It's okay, what am I doing this week? I got my team call. We're gonna touch base. We're gonna get some training. I'm gonna be making my Y calls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe some on Sunday too. Maybe you're putting things out on the social sphere, and you're getting people to come to you and tell you that they're interested. So that's where you're getting your prospects from. You're calling them up throughout the week. You're inviting them to the Thursday call, following up with them again on the Friday, closing the deal, getting them to the training on the Saturday, and then doing it again. And then those new team members come to the product experiences call and the team call Monday. Then they're going to be oh, that's the product I want to start with. Let me do that. And the faster that, I'm telling you, until somebody invests in their products, they will do nothing. This is just a common rule. So the faster you get your new team members investing in their own products, the faster your business grows, the faster they start to move and feel more confident. It all adds on top of each other, right?
Absolutely. And like you were just saying, so we want you guys to leverage this schedule in a way where it creates a roadmap for your daily method of operation. So if you're sitting there and asking yourself, what do I do? How do I start? What am I meant to be doing throughout the week? Look to this schedule, see where things are put in place, and that will guide you in terms of what needs to be done leading up to those dates, because that's essentially what gets things done in this business, right?
100%.
The entire rhythm. So pay mind to this, use it, live, eat, breathe it. I don't know, but
Yeah. And your team members are going to be able to leverage this as well.
Mhm.
It's great. Okay, let's talk about our special events happening because I'm really excited about this. So on September 25th, 12 to 2 p.m. is the Seiko Kai. This is an online event that is put on by Niken Corporate. I believe it's just North America, but I could be wrong.
Yes.
Just North America. Yeah. So usually the Seiko Kai is, I mean, the last few times it's been really great. Me, Sven, and Elena actually spoke at the last one.
Mhm.
And if you haven't watched our Seiko Kai session, you definitely should. Tiana was also featured last month as well for hitting Power Start and achieving the rank of executive. But yeah,
And
it's
just to speak on that, as you saw when Ben jumped in earlier, he keeps speaking about this idea where, at least in North America, and I'm sure globally as well, but we are definitely, I don't want to say on the radar, but people are wondering who we are and what it is that we're doing here with our team, because never before has there been this age demographic in Niken, and also moving at the pace at which we've been growing and moving. And so that's not exclusive to us. That is this team in general. What we're building here is a movement, and Niken is prepared and excited for the opportunity to create a platform for us to continue to share that.
yeah.
And that includes everyone who is a part of this team and everyone who carries that forward. So that's something to become excited about, because you have a very active role in building up this, not only our community, but the Niken community. It's very much influential.
I think it's good to know that like your efforts and like every person on this team will be acknowledged by like all of Niken. So if that's motivating for you, just the idea of being acknowledged, then you can know that that exists here. Like you're gaining ranks.
Yeah, like
you'll be asked to speak on an event. Like you'll bet, and people want to know what you did, and that there's your leadership opportunity, and you can take that platform to speak on that and tell your story.
Like you will be valued here, and that's not something you get at every job or anything you do really. But like here in Niken, like you are a precious gem, and they want to value you. They want to support you. They want to hear from you. Like they actually take everything that you say and your experience seriously. So it was really a blessing for us to be able to speak at the last Seiko Kai, and just like all the support we got from the Niken community. Like, it's amazing. Everyone is just so willing to help in any way we see fit,
Absolutely.
So yeah, Seiko Kai is an event where you hear a lot of people in the Niken community speak. People that are like breaking ranks or, having wins in the business will come and like share their story, share what they're doing. What else happens at Seiko Kai? I think that's like pretty much the majority. It's like a training, there's recognition. Yeah, stories, hearing people's stories, even people that are like it's everything from like people that are just starting in the business to people who have been doing it for like years.
Yeah.
So you really get a good feel of like
new product.
New product launches are announced during the Seiko Kai. Specials for the month ahead are announced during the Seiko Kai. So there's a lot of value there, and just being able to like get a feel for what is Niken, because this company's been around 46 years. It has a culture, it has like a vibration, and like to be able to tap into that is really special. So Seiko Kai, I mean, I'm sure my dad and I will be watching it from our house. So if you want to come over and we can have a watch party, just hit me up and we'll do that. Next, let's talk about, September Victory Party. We thought with all these amazing incentives happening in September, we want to celebrate all the wins, because I know that there are going to be some huge wins. We already have wins, right? We already have Alicia breaking rank. And there will be more people breaking rank before the end of the month, I'm sure of it. And so we're going to get together on October 2nd from 1 to 5 p.m. here at the house. It's in Kleinberg. I'll send the address a little closer to the time, but please, if you work on this day, like I really strongly encourage you to take work off and come to the event, because this is going to be the first time our team is all together in person. And like, that is so exciting. Like, imagine just the energy of everyone coming together and meeting each other. and realizing like we all have so much in common because, you know, you've all had individual conversations with like me and Ellen and Savannah, but like you haven't really met each other. But like if you
Not
meet,
even
like,
so. I haven't met everyone,
I know you haven't even met everyone.
and I
Ellen
want to
hasn't met
meet you
everyone.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Good
that's
hugs.
where we can share ideas, encourage each
Yeah.
other, get to know each other, see what
Yeah.
makes us excited. Like we can work together we can strategize.
We
Like
can
here you work on.
brainstorm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be catering. So we're going to be getting food. So it'll be like, you can come, you can eat, we could chill. We're going to be also making vision boards, which I think is going to be such a fun activity. Just like getting together with a bunch of magazines, cutting out like things that resonate with us and putting it on our vision board. And then we can all like talk about it after and like tell each other about our dreams. And it's like, you know, when you come together and you just share your vision, it like strengthens it. So it's going to be a great event. I'm super excited for
Excited.
that. Do you guys want to add anything?
I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that experience because since we've started, we've yet to have that. And as we keep saying, you know, we're building a community here. So I know that that's going to be, I think, the first occasion where we really truly feel that. And like Savannah said, I haven't even met half the people in this group yet. I've seen maybe faces here and there, but it's very different to be present in person. And so, and just to support each other's, I want to hear about your visions, everyone. I want to hear about where you see your life 3 years from now, how you want to be living, how you decided to get started, and to connect on that and help support that in any way. So I'm really excited.
Mhm.
Yeah. I feel like this is such a big gap that we've needed filled. This like meeting each other, because for us, like for me, that's why I wanted to join this. I want to connect with people. I wanted to have new friends and community and people to share ideas with. And like this is like the perfect opportunity for that. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm also really excited because I want to hear, as Elena kind of said, I want to hear what you guys see for your life in Nika and the vision that you have for your life in general. Maybe even ideas that you guys have, because I know me and Elena and my sister have been talking about like right now, of course, we're leading a lot. But we really want you guys to have a voice and to bring your ideas into it. We want you to have a platform to lead as well. And so I feel like that would be a great opportunity for us to even just like speak to each other, share ideas. Like if you have something you really wanted to do with the business, like I think here's the time to like share it. And so definitely book that off and be there.
Yeah. What they said. The last event we're having in October is the Nikken World Convention. This is October 22nd and 23rd, 12 to 5 p.m. This is going to be transformational, guys. I am so excited for it. Just from what I've learned from my dad and a little bit from Nikken's advertising it, there's going to be some amazing world-class speakers there that are going to be there to motivate us, to inspire us, to help us grow, you know, in all ways, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. So again, mark that day in your calendars, take the day off if you have to, because you're going to get a lot of value there. And you're going to really start to see like, what is Nikken all about? You know, like Nikken provides value to the people that are involved. Nikken helps us grow. This is a personal development business with a compensation plan, right? So yeah, I mean, we'll probably end up having a watch party at the house here too. Maybe we'll order food in for everyone and we'll just all get together and sit on the couch and watch and take notes. And you're gonna leave feeling like super inspired and like motivated, and just like ready to, I guess, have a kick-ass like end of the year in terms of your business and reaching your goals. So yeah, that is our new schedule, at least for September and October. We are open to feedback. I'm sure the schedule will change many times as we move forward, but for right now, this is what it is. I guess just to wrap up our call, because we only have a few minutes left, I want you guys to think about the goals you set at the beginning of this month, think about the fact that 2 weeks have now gone by, and think about what you're going to do in this next 2 weeks that you weren't doing in the first 2 weeks to ensure that you hit those goals. Whether that's writing your goals down every morning and every night, whether that's actually committing, telling yourself like, okay, today I'm reaching out to this many people and I'm putting in a block in my calendar from this time to this time to do it. Today, I'm going to make that post on Instagram that I have been pushing off. Today, I'm going to schedule a call with, the person on my upline, my immediate upline, so that I can, ask them those questions that I've been wanting to ask, or whatever. You know what you need to do in order to achieve your goals. Maybe it's setting a call aside with a family member or a friend to talk to them about a product. Maybe it's ordering your own products. Whatever it is, guys, just commit to doing it. I want to remind you of what's on the table this month. Alicia just got a $150 bonus on top of what she's going to earn from Nikan for hitting Power Start. If anyone does 3,000 points volume within this month, by the way, guys, I am less than 1,000 points away from that. So I'm going to be getting a $500 bonus this month, and I hope many of you take advantage of that as well. Yes.
Can you clarify? Is that PPV or PG?
No, that's a group volume.
PG.
All of these are a group volume.
Okay, unless it's a silver, right? Because if it's 3,000 from your silver.
Well, then you just have to have 3,000 outside of that silver. So that could also include other people in your, in your group.
Right.
That's just not the person that won silver. So what they're talking about, guys, for anyone listening, 3,000 points in your network, right? In your group, that's going to earn you a $500 bonus. Now, if you go silver this month, which is 6,000 points, and you have to have 2 legs, you're going to get another $500 bonus. So these are cumulative. So like Alicia, if Alicia goes and gets to that 3,000 point month this month, she's going to get $650 bonus, right? The 150 from the Power Start, and then the 500 from hitting 3,000. And again, if somebody was to go and hit silver this month, they would have hit the 3,000 and they would have hit silver, which was 6,000 points. So they would get a $1,000 bonus. And if they did Power Start in the same month, then they would get a $1,150 bonus. Now, for me, Sven, and Ellen, I know we're all working towards creating silvers. So if we create a silver, we can earn an additional $500, as long as once you take that silver's volume away, there's still 3,000 points in your network somewhere. So amazing incentives, guys. Like, you don't get this in any other business. Like, you literally will not get this anywhere else. And you won't even get this anywhere else in Nikan. It's only on the Sovereign Life team.
And I really just want to drive home this point, because I feel like I needed this reminder as well from when Ben, stepped in to tell us like what's most important. Why are these incentives even on the table? Speed is important. Momentum is important. Obviously, we want to get you guys incentivized and get you motivated and get you started. But even further, why that's important is because that is your story. And we learned very early on in this business that the only time that network marketing is ever about you is the minute that you care about it. From that moment on, it's about everyone else that you're working with. It's about all the other lives that you're impacting. So the people that you're going to work with, the people that you're going to build on your team are going to look to you for what you did. They're going to look to you for your story. They're going to look to you in terms of how to do the same thing. That's how you create freedom, by teaching them to do what you did, by duplicating that. So your story matters. And like you said, it's going to be the story that you continue to tell, for the long term, to people that are on your team, as well as to others that just happen to have the privilege of hearing it. And so I kind of needed that reminder for myself, because again, we say it all the time, what you do, you duplicate. And I think it's really important in terms of understanding how your business is actually going to grow and move forward.
I just want to say one last thing as well. And it actually was a great little thing to keep me on track every month as well, that Rachel said to me. She said that she was going to purchase one thing from Nikan every month. at least one thing every month. And I really liked that because I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the same and I'm going to hold myself accountable to that. Because as we say, a wellness home has a beginning and no end. And number one, it's a way to keep you getting on track with your volume and your goals, but also so you can keep trying new products and keep adding to your wellness home. And so this month for me, I want some mag steps. I don't know what else I'm going to get with my purchase, but I'm definitely getting mag steps because I need those. And so I recommend if you guys want to join me and Rachel in this. Sorry, Rachel, if you didn't want me to say that, but if you wanted me to join us in this like movement of just keeping ourselves on track and accountable, think of one thing that you can add to your wellness home this month.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And I actually am going to make a purchase myself this month as well, but not for me, for a friend. So I think that's also a really special thing that you can do too, is you can give something to someone else. And honestly, the best way to like open up the floodgates of abundance is to give. It's so counterintuitive, right? You think like, oh, if I want to have things, I need to keep things. No,
Yeah.
you want to have things, you need to give things away. That because it's a circular flow. Imagine like a pipeline, if the pipe is blocked, the water can't flow. But once the pipe opens up, right, by giving,
It's also a
the
great
water
way
starts to flow
people-
through,
It's also
right?
a great way to give people product experiences. Like
True.
both Tiana and Rachel had a water bottle before they joined. Tiana's sister actually gifted her the water bottle, and I gifted Rachel a water bottle. And they had that product experience. Same with some other friends that I've had that I've gifted them the water bottle because number one, I just knew that it's something that they needed. And they were so grateful for it because they got to try it out. But I also wanted to add one more thing. I was mentioning earlier how I had somebody come back from the past who wanted to
Right.
purchase, and she purchased a water bottle and a shower head along with some filters. I'm actually tracking her order, and I recommend you guys to do this when you have customers. Track their order, look at when it comes in, and if you're in distance, why don't you go help them set it up? I told her, I'm going to track your order. When it comes in, I'm going to come and set it up with you. Because then you're also making them feel like valued and appreciated for their purchase. And you're also giving them like an experience, like you're helping them get it started. And I think that's something that's really special.
Yeah, you're building relationships.
Yeah, it speaks to building relationships and like what this business is about. So that's what I'm doing, and know that you guys can do that as well with your customers.
Mhm.
Yeah, all right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Been a great call.
Yeah.
We wish you a successful week. We hope to see a lot of new faces on our Thursday night call this week. And you got this, it's already done. Like just know whatever it is that your goal is, ask yourself this question tonight after you finish watching this video. Have you made a decision that goal is accomplished? And if you haven't, you know what to do.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Have a good night. It was great.
Night,
Bye.
Night, guys.
Take care. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.